Yo, welcome back to the Red or Blue Pill channel, people. Thank you for returning subscribers. If you're new, what we do is go through the creepy and most disturbing videos across the internet today. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to sub up, turn on your notifications just so you know when we are up next, and let me know your thoughts in the comments, peeps. This is what the comment section's for, so I'll see you down there.
I told y'all over a year ago that SpaceX was going to be used to cover up the trail of the fallen angels. I mean, y'all really think this man's shooting out a rocket every single day? And look at these dots that are within the light stream. Oh, and also 3 behind it. Wonder what those could be. You could call it a plasma configuration, of course, followed by these orbs and dots. But look at this wave coming off of it. What y'all are seeing is the ether spread out as the spiritual entities are moving through it. We got more to talk about in 1 second because last night was very eventful. Everyone and their mom is all calling this SpaceX. Things like this have been popping up in the sky for over a decade before SpaceX was even thought of. And now, like clockwork, every single time we see anything, it's always attributed to SpaceX. And then we have the whole wandering star alignment and the Saturn losing its rings. Saturn is Satan, if you didn't know. It's also what we just saw over Spain 2 days ago. And that Devil's Comet is the same color as this that popped up at the time of the swearing in. And this just happened a few days prior to that. SpaceX is the same operation as New Jersey. I can't say more, but what I'm trying to tell you is there is a huge spiritual battle going on right now. These are lights over Phoenix, by the way. Orbs over Phoenix. Have y'all already forgot? Same color, same shape, and all. These spiritual things operate like clockwork under an alignment of energy. Gotta wake up sometime.
It is undeniable that there is a lot of weird stuff going on in our skies all over the place, and reports of things coming out of our seas and weird interdimensional things where, as I've said before, looks like what a 4D world could be going on. There could be a 4D war going on right in front of us, but all we're seeing is the shadows, just like a 2D to 3D. If you're 2D, you just see the shadows of the 3D. If you're 3D, we're probably just seeing the shadows of 4D of what is really going on right now. There's a lot of stuff. But also, he mentioned Project Stargate as well, which Trump has just announced. I'll show you that.
Trump just revealed how the U.S. government will fast-track Project Stargate, a $500 billion AI project that could change everything. Project Stargate brings together Larry Ellison, Sam Altman, and NASA's son to build the largest AI infrastructure project in history. The scale is insane. They're constructing massive data centers across America, starting with 10 buildings in Texas, each 500,000 square feet. And that's just the beginning. Oracle is already building AI for healthcare, using it to analyze medical records and create cancer detection systems that could diagnose from a simple blood test. They're even developing personalized cancer vaccines that can be produced in just 48 hours using AI and robotics. But here's what makes this truly huge. SoftBank's Massa originally planned to invest $100 billion, but after seeing the project's potential, he increased it to $500 billion. The project brings together tech giants like Microsoft and Nvidia, creating over 100,000 American jobs almost immediately. Sam Altman believes this will be the most important project of our era, keeping advanced AI developments in America instead of countries like China. It's all happening fast too. Trump plans to speed up construction through emergency declarations, making it easier to build the massive power plants needed to run these AI systems. The first centers are already under construction in Abilene, Texas, and there's much more coming. Crazy.
Wow, that's an interesting name. Project Stargate. You know, like 100 billion to 500 billion. I mean, that's a big jump. What's he seen? You know what I mean? And how long is it until these great health benefits need to be put into our bodies to keep a check? You know what I mean? You see where I'm going? Like, why call it Project Stargate? Of everything you could call it. I mean, you're just going to get the conspiracy theorists like, what is going on straight away if you're calling it Project Stargate.
Just moments after the doctor's selfie is snapped, Joan Rivers goes in to cardiac Arrest. This is the doctor, Dr. Wen.
The dose given to Joan was 300 milligrams, a massive dose. This could well have led to either a respiratory or cardiac arrest.
The 81-year-old comedian's personal doctor took a selfie in the procedure room while Joan was under anesthesia.
Even Dr. Conrad Murray, I don't think, ever snapped a selfie while he had Michael Jackson under propofol.
In the suit, doctors were accused of failing to timely intervene when her vital signs deteriorated. One even took cell phone pictures.
Death during an exam like this, an endoscopy, is rare. According to the most recent figures, 1 in 10,000 people die each year from the procedure.
Turns out, from what we found out, the doctor is now in hiding.
Well, it could be completely unrelated, but this happened September 2014. And in July 2014, just a few months before, there was an article about Joan Rivers saying this. Have a look at this.
Miss Rivers, how are you? Oh. You made a ton of news for officiating the wedding in New York yesterday. Is this like a new cottage career move for you?
I am so excited.
Yeah.
I should do very well because I don't show.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman
we
president?
already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know, Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God. It's okay. He doesn't. Welcome back.
Whoa, I saw so much in that cartoon. If that cartoon is from the 70s, then wow. I mean, I don't even know where to start. Obviously, the 9/11 was in there. You had something to do with upside down arches. Not sure if we've seen what that's all about yet, but you know, there's some weird stuff with like the meat and stuff. Then you had the UFOs taking humans, replacing them with aliens or reptilians, and then putting masks on to look like humans, and then rockets going up in the air. And then that went into fake space, being filmed in a Hollywood basement. And then the puppet master strings. And on top of that was the all-seeing eye. That all-seeing eye, what controls the universe? But what is it? What's that got to do with, the number 33? I mean, if you put them all together, you piece it all together, it's as if they have been telling us this whole time and we have just been hypnotized. And absolutely no idea of what's going on. It is a bonkers world, people. It is bonkers.
This is it. This is the one we've all been waiting for. Trust me. Take a look at this.
Is the biggest discovery in human history.
I have seen with my own eyes non-human craft and non-human beings.
Finally.
Humanity is not the only intelligence in the universe.
Humanity is not the only intelligent species.
We are absolutely not alone. Non-human intelligence exists.
It was recruited to a highly sensitive government program that investigated unidentified aerial phenomena to collect and reverse engineer vehicles not made by humans.
Not made by humans.
That cracks the code on this technology will be the leader for years to come.
This is so secret. Very, very few people in our entire government have been allowed access to it.
Who had information being locked away that could change the trajectory for species. It has so many beneficial impacts, including clean energy.
We should have disclosure today We should have disclosure tomorrow.
These are the real credible people, trust me.
Bonkers. They are saying there is another form of intelligence, like not human, which is crazy for people to be saying that out loud from that type of position. It's something we thought all along, and we've known, but it's now going out to the general public. I think people are starting to take this on board. I don't know. I don't really venture out, so I might be wrong. But it's mind-boggling. There's just so many ways of how this could be. But I really think artificial intelligence has got something to play with all of this. And also, I think there is. I said yesterday I watched a box set called Chaos, which really gets me thinking because it's about gods, but I think it's the Greek gods. I don't know what's true and what's fake, but it kind of made sense to me in a way, which is these gods are people that are actually living here on Earth, and they control and they're in charge of the world. I suppose it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe they're like the fallen angels that are here. So they're like more powerful than humans. They've got more abilities and things. They're a better form. But they're controlling it in some way. But they control like the politicians, the music industry, all of this sort of stuff, which kind of, and then I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute. What's going on in Hollywood at the moment, and what goes on with our politicians, and what goes on with all these secret societies? Well, maybe the secret societies' top dogs here are not human intelligence. You know what I mean? And they've had this type of power, and how they're able to control the masses for so long is because they've always had this knowledge and this power. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, really, when you think about it. But I just watched this box set, and I can't watch anything now without trying to put it into real life and seeing if it fits. And it fits better. The narrative fits better. It actually kind of makes sense. Go and watch Chaos on Netflix. It is a bit mind-blowing. Oh, straight in there. I mean, I don't know. I sit on the fence. I'm a typical fence sitter. I don't say yes or no to this. I just sit back and watch. And then that way, when something happens, they can't say, you was fooled. So it's the safest place. You know what I mean? Safest place. Sit on the fence and watch it play out, because little old me can't do much about it at the moment. But Elon Musk is a very clever guy, but we are expecting to be fooled, and the only way I can see us being fooled is being led down the garden path of this great deception of you'll own nothing and be happy, and you have to live in this 15-minute city on one side, and then the only option is for someone to come along, a team of Ninja Turtles that are going to save the world, which is happening right now, and fool us all. Or not. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe they are genuinely trying to help the world, which would be great. But there's a lot of weird stuff around Elon Musk, which you got to watch. You got to keep an eye on. You never know. I mean, he seems like a cool, chill guy. I'd like to have a conversation with him. I'd love to have a conversation with him. But I'm a guy that, you know what I mean? I dip one toe in. Check this out in Northern Ireland, where the storm is. The tree is doing some very weird breathing under the ground. This is the Slanik salt mine. It's called the Prahova. It is absolutely mind-blowing. And if you can think that we can control and build and make stuff like that, then just think what is beneath us. Wow, if you wanted to see what a portal potentially could look like in the snow, then we've got a picture here. Not sure where this is located, but let me know your thoughts in the comments section. This comes from Phoenix, Arizona, 23rd of January, 3 days ago, and it is very busy in the skies. You can see unidentified flying objects, but then also you've got a big one. You've got then a couple of helicopters going on. There is orbs. You may need to slow it down, go back, recheck over this, because there is a lot going on. But there is definitely some weird stuff going on in the skies.
This is crazy. My
Wow.
God, look at it. That's not a plane.
That's definitely not a plane.
That is wild. Look at it.
Bonkers.
I can't. That's going way too fast.
Yeah.
That's not. What's up with my camera?
Looks programmed.
I had to go run in and get my camera. Nobody was gonna believe me. What's with my camera? Look at this thing. Is he... Jesus Christ.
Wow. Absolutely bonkers, people. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
And we are 100% committed to getting this neighborhood rebuilt again.
Mayor, the one thing is they are saying they will not be allowed to start for 18 months.
No, that will not be the case.
Okay, I just hope
that
you're
will
right.
not, you can hold me to it.
Because 4 groups said that.
No.
That would be, they should
No,
be able to
that-
do it. They should be able to start tonight.
President Donald Trump got into a heated exchange with embattled Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass as they clashed over her handling of the wildfire crisis.
I want you to know that we are expediting that. We absolutely need your help. We need the federal help. You're a
You got it,
builder.
I told you. You will have no permit problem. There will be 0 delay. And as far as I'm concerned, you already have the permits.
We want you to be safe, and we want you to be back in your homes immediately.
But the people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't
Yes,
cost
and
a
they
lot.
can,
You
and
should
they are
let them
able
do
to-
it because
No, no,
by
no,
the
they
time you
can do
hire
that.
contractors, it's
Right.
going to be 2 years.
If a family...
People are willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
And they can
There's
do
not
that.
that much left. It's all incinerated. I know my people. You'll be on that thing tonight, throwing the stuff away, and your site it'll look perfect within 24 hours, and that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to wait around for 7 months till the city hires some demolition contract
If
that's going to
individuals
charge him
want to build-
$25,000 to do his lot. I think you have emergency powers just like I do, and I'm exercising my emergency powers. You have to exercise them also.
That you will be able to go back soon.
Mr. President.
We think within a week.
That's a long time, a week. I'll be honest. To me, everyone's standing in front of their house. They want to go to work, and they're not allowed to do it.
And the most
a
important
week
thing
is
is
a
for
long
people
time.
to be safe.
They're safe. They're safe. You know what? They're not safe. They're not safe now. I watched hundreds of people standing in front of their lots, and they're not allowed to go in. It's all burned. It's gone. It's done. Nothing's going to happen to it. It's not going to burn anymore. There's nothing to burn. There's almost nothing to burn. And they want to go in. The people are all over the place. They're standing, and they say, why aren't you going in? We're trying to get a permit. And the permit's going to take them, everybody said 18 months. You said 18 months. You said 18 months. And that was last night.
The tense clash came after President Trump and First Lady Melania's visit to Los Angeles, where they met with firefighters who battled the blazes and victims impacted by the fires.
Well, an optimist would be like, yes, Trump is coming and talking common sense. We've seen a lot happen since over the last 24 months of the responses to these fires that have happened everywhere. And it's not been dealt with any common sense. And it's just Trump coming out with common sense, basically, which is really good. And if we're not skeptical and we are positive and we see what Trump is doing for what we're seeing without reading any books or any, trying to use gut instincts, he's doing the right thing for the right people, which is great. So, yeah, more of that, more common sense to the world.